Welcome in, everybody. I wanted to do an early AM update here at 1:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because I felt it was very important on this thinly traded weekend as we're moving into early Sunday AM. XRP still remains above that 0.475 crucial support as we're at the 0.4764 level. I want to show what XRP needs to do to signal the push up to the 494 level and possibly breaking over that 50-cent mark. I'll show you what has to happen for that to continue to be a possibility and what would have to break for this to invalidate itself. I'll show you that on the charts momentarily, but also we need to take a look at Bitcoin because until further notice, Bitcoin still leads the crypto market, just like gold and silver lead the commodity markets when it's coming to the mining stocks. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. It leads the altcoin market unless we're in a true bull market. When Bitcoin goes up, typically the altcoins go up. And when Bitcoin goes down, typically the altcoins will go down. Since I believe we're in a bear market rally, I don't believe we're going to have a true altcoin season, as a lot of people are theorizing right now or prophesizing, because with the current economical environment and what's going on with inflation in the USA, it's not a very good thing. And then something else that is just pisses me off. All the people talking about XRP is going to explode, and the reason why the big catalyst is going to be the lawsuit coming to an end, whether by settlement or being declared, whatever the means may be. Realize that XRP is only on trial in the USA. In every other country in the world, XRP still is freely purchased. It can do its business freely. So I think a lot of people have a big misconception that once the lawsuit ends in the USA, that we're going to go 10x, 50x, 1,000x. Yeah, we might get to all-time highs, a couple 100% up, maybe 300-400%. But I think once we hit all-time highs, like we'll hit everybody who's been sitting around for the last, since 2017, let's face it. They're not going to care that the lawsuit settled. They just want to get out from underneath. So I think once we hit all-time highs the first time, we're going to have a major correction that could bring us down as low as sub $1. So pay very close attention to who you're trusting. But there's no doubt in my mind that even if XRP loses the lawsuit, there's much bigger plans for XRP, and it's not reliant on the USA. So all these douchebags that talk about that as the big catalyst why XRP is going to go skyrocket, they sound like a bunch of numbnuts. Make sure you hit that motherfucking like button. It really helps push me through the analytics. I do more work than anybody who covers the topic. I've never missed a day in 2 years. I would appreciate the support. Hit that motherfucking like button. Don't be a pussy. If you don't like me, tell me why. Good early AM, 1:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, April 30th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I'll do this very quickly. We did a nice little intro so you have a basic understanding of what's going on. Right now, as you can see, XRP sitting at 0.4759. This is a very interesting level with XRP. Seeing that the close over 475 on Friday, 2 nights ago, was a very, I don't want to say it was like this bullish close that's going to change everything for XRP, but in the immediate short term to try to push us up to that 494 cup and handle, that's what had to happen. We had to have a close over 475, and we've had 2 of them now. Or at least we're hovering over the 475 right now. We've kind of rounded about. We did have a bearish cross in the 30, so that's something to pay attention to. But if we look into the higher time frames, we have a bullish cross in the 2-hour, and if you go all the way down to the 4-hour, we're attempting a bullish cross here. So really what we want to do is we want to maintain this 475, but we could tap again down at this 473. You could always have a overzealous dump off, but we already had that down here to 471. So we'll see exactly what the market makers have in store, but right now XRP, as long as it's over the 475, it looks like it's going to have higher ambitions here. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks the same way. It could all be a trap. And I would like this to run, overnight tonight and before the futures market opens tomorrow and get up to that 494 level in a thinly traded weekend, because when the market's open, it's going to be very interesting. Because in the 4 hour, you can see we're below the 200 day and the way it's set up. But if you go to the 3, it's looking, slightly better with the way we're pulling up. We're in such a weird spot. If we can hold the 475, that's going to validate a push up to that 494. It really is. But if we lose this 475, I mean, it's a very tough spot to even say, if you go long here and try to do some kind of futures trade where you could put your stop loss. I'm not advising you to do it, but if you did, I would make sure don't put it any lower than that 467 mark, personally. Otherwise, you could fall right back to the 456 and worse. But right now, we're looking to continue on. We're looking to make sure we stay above the 475 and then try to follow the 20-day up here. So first things first, you would know something's going wrong if we can't hold the 475 and all of a sudden you find yourself below that 468. That's the first sign something has gone terribly wrong, and we're pretty bearish in the immediate short term. Right now, though, being over the 475, the way it's pushing up, and like I acknowledge, this is probably a trap when we get to the top. Even if we are topping out now, we're probably running ourselves into a trap. But at least in the immediate short term, since the close on Friday, it's been a little bit more of a bullish consolidation, and it could very well be a accumulation phase here. And if you look at the wick off, Bitcoin technically could be in like the completing a third wave, which is a very volatile wave, or it could be the start of the fourth. So, but that's another time for another day, and I don't even push into that because I like to keep a basic understanding. So that's what we're looking at for XRP. And then for Bitcoin, and then I'll let you go. But Bitcoin is just as equally as important as XRP because it helps predict the market, helps dictate what kind of information and what kind of patterns we're trying to form here when it comes to not only the typical trader or the technical trader, or just the standard trader who's trading every single day, the retail investor, but also institutional investors. If Bitcoin's moving up, at great steam, there's got to be a reason why. And then it might trickle into the rest of the market. But right now, Bitcoin remains over the channel. That's all we need to know. And as we talked about when it broke over and held, as long as we hold this 28,000, but we call it 27,000 or 28,770 roughly, because it's the overextension down on the support. This is a bullish looking pattern. Could be a bull flag here as well. That's the thing. This is starting to look a little bull flaggy, but it fell down and then just came right back up into the same thing. So we're going to see exactly what the hell is going on here. So, like I said, if it stays over this channel, 30,000 is what we're trying to get back on top of without losing 28,770. But if we get over 30,000, then we might be able to push up here. And if we break out of this formation at 31,000, this is how you can start to break up into that 32,800 range. That's a very key level up there, all the way up to 35,000. But that's more of a wishful thinking. Right now, what we're trying to do, and you keep it simple. Sure, we could get up there eventually, but you keep it simple. Are we going to break down below 28,770? Are we going to hold this channel and ultimately allow ourselves to push over 30,000 and make a run back at the session high or the formation high at 31,000? And then ultimately make more of a head formation instead of what looks like it could be a head and shoulders. But if it pushes up and breaks this formation, this could be one big left shoulder that forms into a gigantic head formation. So pay very close attention to that. If we lose these channels, and you really don't want to be below 27,500, but if you lose that, your next target would be a 9% drop out of the channel down to 25,194. So that's the difference. You either get over 30,000 and start making a run at 31K and try to bust out of the area, or you start trending back down towards that 25,194 area. Right now, though, because we're over 27,800 and ultimately 27,770 or 28,770, this is a more bullish formation until we break back into that channel. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this early AM update, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the almost 16,200 subscribers. And then if you want to trade XRP, whether you're in the USA or abroad, I got two great choices for you. You can 250x trade, whether you're longing or shorting the market in the futures, or you can buy with no spot fees on the buy and sell, and that's BITGET and or MEXC. That's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And then if you want to show me some personal support, you can very simply Look in the video description below and or pinned comments. There's Cash App. There's a way to send XRP. And then there's also the way to join Tom's Army, which is the most effective way because you get the Telegram. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag fight assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, you're not going to know who the fuck to follow.